Well, welcome everybody to our Tuesday night product and business opportunity Zoom call. It is fabulous as always to see so many lovely faces on the call. And I'm very excited this evening to welcome as presenters the beautiful Laura McClory. Dave thought I was going to say his name then.
I did.
And the gorgeous Dave O'Brien to talk us through, that was perfect timing, to talk us through the product and business opportunity. So first of all, we have the lovely Laura, who is going to, oh, my echoing, sorry. Who is going to take us through the product slides. So Laura, if we just come on to you, if you want to just tell us how you got introduced to the product and your thoughts on the product and the business, and then I will share the screen for the presentation.
Perfect. That's great. Well done everyone in getting on this call tonight, and you're all very welcome. My name is Laura McClory, so thank you, Suzanne, for introducing me. My story with Juice Plus is I got introduced to the product about 1.5 years ago, and it was through Lisa Hamilton and Danny Gall. We all know the power of social media. I literally was at home, I'd seen a post online, and my reason for wanting to start Juice Plus and having an interest in Juice Plus was because I suffered very bad sleeping problem. I had insomnia, and I went to the doctor, and the only thing he could give me was sleeping tablets. And I come from the beauty industry. I've been a beautician for over 11 years, and I had my own salon for over 6 years. And I always say that I think if someone came into my salon promoting Juice Plus, I may have put in the box with the other healthcare products initially because I didn't really know much about Juice Plus, and I think there can be a lot on the market. But what really got me with Juice Plus is the fact that it's only fruit and veg, and that it's natural. So Juice Plus is fruit, veg and berries that have been juiced, air dried and put into a capsule. I started on the fruit and the veg capsules, and within 2 weeks my sleep improved, my energy improved, and then when I knew what it had done for me, I then brought on the berry capsules, which anyone that follows me on social media would know I'm a really big fan of. I absolutely love my berry capsule. And from there, I haven't looked back. So for me, my benefits have been my energy, my sleep, my skin, my hair, my nails, my immune system, and my sports performance. I truly feel everyone should be on Juice Plus, and I feel that it's an injustice not to share the Juice Plus products. We all know we should be eating fruit and veg, and raw fruit and veg was the biggest thing for me because I thought I was healthy and I did try and eat fruit. The reality is I wasn't getting raw veg, and I wasn't getting the amount that I needed every day. So it's made a magnificent difference to my style, how I feel every day. I wouldn't be without. After me getting great results on the product, Lisa Hamilton introduced the business side of things. And to be quite honest, I actually thought I was too busy at the time, but I looked at the opportunity, and as much as the product, it was too good an opportunity not to do. I love the product, and I wish to Juice Plus company and the business myself, why I take Juice Plus. So thank you, Suzanne.
That is fantastic. You have an amazing story that I know touches, a lot of people. A lot of people relate to it. So that's wonderful. I'm going to now share the screen, just get the presentation up. So just 1 second.
I suppose my reason initially why I always had an interest in health and nutrition was I did have skin problems when I was a teenager, and I suffered with acne. So my mum was actually a beautician, and that was one of the reasons why I chose to go into the beauty industry. And I suppose I loved the fact that I I could help people. So I always had an interest with beauty from the inside, and like that, I think that was another massive thing that drew me to the Juice Plus products, because it's all about beauty from the inside. And you know, as I said, coming from the industry, it takes us on to that first slide there. So what they teach us in the beauty industry is a lot about antioxidants. So Juice Plus is raw fruit, veg and berries. You're getting over 30 raw fruit, veg and berries in your system every day when you're taking the premium capsules. And we all know the effects of our busy lifestyles. So as you see here on the screen, just some of them is poor recovery, increase in serious illness, not enough or too much exercise, low immune system, weight gain, not enough rest, processed and overcooked food, stress, and too much salt and sugar and energy. We all relate to some of these, and from talking to my customers in my salon, from the beauty industry and my friends, my family, I know that I was probably ticking all of them boxes, and we all relate to that. So the reality is our lifestyles are more busy, and we're more stressed. So what we need is a very high level of antioxidants every day in our system. 75% of chronic disease is actually preventable. So what we put in our diets and what we put in our bodies every day is actually preventing illnesses. And you know, why would we not give ourselves the best advantage on that? So the effects of our busy lifestyle do have an effect on our life, our immune system, and aging. So what we want is a high level of antioxidants. And if you remember the computer game Pac-Man, that is basically what a free radical is like. A free radical breaks our body down every day, and antioxidants are the only thing that's going to protect us from free radical damage. So that is why we need a high level of antioxidants, and that again is why I take Juice Plus. So just go on to the next slide there. So I suppose I said our health is our wealth, and a lot of people, I suppose, over the last year and a half have asked me, Laura, why don't you just eat fruit and veg? Or they'll say to me, I eat fruit and veg, and I say, that's brilliant. I now eat more fruit and veg than I've ever done, and I eat fruit and veg that I wouldn't have eaten before. My taste buds have really changed since I've started Juice Plus. And like that, being in the beauty industry, I tried to look after myself. I'm always interested in beauty and health. I would have tried to eat them well, but realistically, my eating well and fruit and veg was like an apple and a banana, and I thought I was doing good. So it's all about bridging the gap with good nutrition and getting what you need every day. So what I say to people, there's always 3 words I use, and that is quantity, quality, and the variety. So it's gone up really to 7 to 13 portions of fruit and veg is what we need every day on our system. And the reason for that is because that's a higher level of antioxidants our body needs, because like that we're more stressed and we're busy. We need a high level of antioxidants, therefore we need more fruit and veg, which in this day it's very hard to eat that through to time and convenience. The other thing then is the quality, which I'll go on to the next slide there. The quality is that basically, if you look at the bananas we're getting a lot, they're green when we're buying them. Peaches and plums, they might be ripening at home, which means that they might go ripe at home. But the whole point is when them fruit and veg are picked, the nutrients were not fully developed. And then the other thing then is actually the variety. It's very hard to get a high level of variety every day in our system of all the different colours. So I know every day, whatever I eat, whatever fruit and veg I eat, I know that I'm bridging that gap every day with a high level of fruit, veg and berries in my system. I am getting the quality and variety every day. And I'll just go on to the next slide there, thank you. So I love this image, and I always explain to people how the capsules work. So you can imagine getting 9 whole fruits that you're getting in the capsules and putting them on a table, for example, and you're looking at lovely 9 whole fruits, and then imagine juicing that, and you're literally left with a glass of juice, and then removing the sugar, the salt, but the water from it, and that is what you're left with. You're left with all the raw fruit and veg in a capsule without any of the enzymes being affected from the raw fruit and veg, and you're getting all that goodness. And I was juicing before I started Juice Plus and trying to watch what I was eating. I love juicing, I still do, but you are getting a very high level of sugar. For me, time and convenience definitely was a big thing. I was great at the beginning of the week, and then as the week went on, I wasn't so good due to time and convenience. And then the other thing was definitely price. Getting the quality and actually juicing every day was clear. So I think when you're getting the quality, quantity and variety in such a convenient way. But the science behind Juice Plus, I suppose what is very important to me and my reputation with my business is that I didn't want to get involved with something that was a diet or a fad. And Juice Plus is very much not. I love that Juice Plus is the most scientifically researched whole food product worldwide. So Juice Plus has 33 gold standard studies on it and more coming. So basically, the science shows that Juice Plus is fully bioavailable. So people often ask me, Laura, what's the difference between Juice Plus and a multivitamin, for example? And the difference is Juice Plus isn't a multivitamin, but it's whole food. So your body fully recognises fruit, veg and berries. It knows what to do with it. It's whole food. And so that's the biggest difference, is that our body's fully absorbing it. As with a man-made multivitamin, our bodies does not fully recognise that. So that's the main thing, is that it is being fully into our system, and that there is many studies done on Juice Plus with the immune system and inflammation and helping chronic disease, sports science, skin, there's a new one coming out with the gums, so they're endless, and the science is there. So it has 33 gold standard studies on it. What I love about Juice Plus is everybody can take it as well. So children can take Juice Plus, pregnant women can take Juice Plus, breastfeeding women, anyone who has any condition or is on any medication can take Juice Plus. So I really absolutely love that as well. Every day in my diet as well. So the complete range is the shakes and the bars. The complete shakes are plant-based protein.
I think we're losing you, Laura.
Low glycemic energy. And yeah.
I think we're losing.
Okay. I'll move a little bit. Can you hear me now?
It's still a little bit in and out.
Okay. Can you hear me better now, Suzanne?
I think that's better. Give that a go.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry about that. So I was saying that what I love is that anyone can take Juice Plus. So it doesn't matter what medication you're on. It doesn't matter what condition you may have. Pregnant women, children. And can you hear me okay, Suzanne?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so the fact is that everyone really can take it. Again, it shows that it's being fully absorbed and that it's just raw fruit, veg and berries. So I've had so many testimonials of people that have had great results. And what I was just touching on there is that I also use the complete range every day in my diet. And the complete range are shakes and bars. And basically, the complete shakes every morning as a smoothie. I put fruit into it, and they're really good plant-based protein, low glycemic energy, which is really, really good on the go. I use it post-training, and I genuinely have a shake or smoothie every morning, and the main reason why is because it's the only thing that genuinely fills me up till lunchtime. The tummy's never rumbling, and I feel great. They're great for training, great again for kids can take them. I have a special lady on the call.
Think that I think that Laura was going to talk about somebody on the call to give a testimonial. Is that right, Laura?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I'd like to.
Hold on a second, because I know who it is. If we've just 1 second, I can tell you. If you know who you are, then it's Barbara, I'm sure. Is that right, Barbara? We've lost you, I think, Laura. If we've got Barbara on the call. Can I just check that if you're not muted, can you just check that that you are muted, just so that it saves any interference? And I'm just having a look now. Oh, Yvonne is. I'll just unmute.
Thank
Yvonne
you.
there. I think that. There we go. So, oh. Okay.
That's either a dog or a small child. God help us.
Well, it could. Okay, it could be.
Yeah, I can hear you, Yvonne.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Yvonne, you go ahead with your testimonial.
All right. Well, basically, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and about 10 months ago, I started taking Juice Plus, and I kind of felt a few benefits within a couple of months, and I felt better, because with multiple sclerosis, you feel very, very tired and no energy, a lot of pain. So anyway, one of my colleagues, I asked her, could I buy some more? And she said to me, oh, why don't you come into the business? So we spoke about it. But the main thing is, for me, like my illness, I have felt this for about 3 years. My little boy, when he's going to school, I'd go back to bed in the mornings, sleep so many hours, it was just ridiculous. So now I'm on Juice Plus 10 months. The energy levels is unbelievable. I just cannot believe it. I feel great. I actually trained to run a 5K, and I actually ran a 6K. I also organised a charity event for multiple sclerosis in Ireland, and it was a spin-a-thon for 3 hours, and I raised €1,500, which I was so happy about. But look, my thing is that I truly believe Juice Plus is a wonderful product. I feel so much better. You know, as I said, my illness, it'll never go away, but Juice Plus is helping me have a better quality of life. And that's why I came into the business, to help other people that might have similar or anything. And now my story on the Juice Plus testimonial, I'm sorry, I'm very nervous.
Oh, no, you're doing great.
Oh, thank you. But my story on the Juice Plus testimonial, I have a lot of people that are contacting me and, you know, asking me questions, you know, about, so I am promoting Juice Plus, even though I'm not selling it for me, but I am promoting it and helping them.
Yeah.
So
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
And
fantastic.
I'm a much happier person.
Oh, well.
And it's an absolute pleasure to work alongside Yvonne and to see the transition in Yvonne and the result that you've had. Yvonne would not have got on a call a couple of months ago. To see Yvonne shine the way she is and feel good every day, it's absolutely amazing. And that's what this product.
Yeah, I agree. That is. I think it keeps cutting out, but it is true. That is what this product is about.
And I'll just leave this product going to. Yeah.
Yeah, it is amazing, and it always gives goosebumps hearing the different testimonials. And Yvonne, that is just fabulous and so great to see you smiling and sharing and inspiring people. So thank you so much for that. So thank you to Yvonne and Laura for taking us through the product presentation so well. And now we have I don't know what illustrious means, but I'm going to use the word illustrious for Dave O'Brien, who is going to take us through. He'll just introduce him to us through his story, and then take us through the business presentation. Over to you, Dave O'Brien.
I thank you very much indeed, folks. And I just wanted to shame a certain person on this call, Mr. James Knight, who constantly keeps ringing. But unfortunately, his name went off the screen. So now you know who the disruptive person on this call is. Mr. Knight, I shall talk to you later on.
And men said they said men couldn't multitask. He's on the chat. He's messaging me. He's phoning you. I mean, actually, I've seen him in a new light.
I know. It's incredible. It really is. Sure, what can I say? In fact, maybe we should let him continue. That might be a good idea. Hey, listen, guys, thank you very much. Suzanne, thank you. Brilliant. Laura and Yvonne, brilliant testimonial. And, you know, I'm here to do a little bit about the business, which is kind of a little bit unusual. Most people expect me to be talking about running across deserts and running bare feet and the product and all that. But the business is a huge part of my life. And I guess I came into Juice Plus, NSA Juice Plus in 1993. And I was asked by a customer of mine, believe it or not, I was in the office equipment business, to come down and hear about something in a hotel, which was very near where I worked. And I had no intention, really. He wouldn't say what it was, just thought it might be interesting. He'd like me to come down. And because he was a good customer, he'd bought a lot of equipment off me. I had to turn up. I did. It was a wet day, I always remember. I was late, of course, and I was standing at the back of the room by a radiator, and the steam was coming off me as I looked around. And there was this guy up the front talking about, in those days, Juice Plus hadn't quite arrived. It was 2 years before Juice Plus arrived in Ireland. It was wonderful water filtration units, and but the same company. And then, of course, it was giving people clean water. And then Juice Plus came along, giving people fruit and veg, a way to bridge the nutritional gap. So always looking for something to improve the quality of life of us humans on the planet. It made sense putting a water unit. And then they said, do you want to look at the business? And I had no idea what was going on. I just said, no, I'll take a water unit. Thank you very much. I did. I was so happy with it that I started to tell my friends. And before I knew it, I had given 10 or 15 recommendations. And the guy said to me, why don't you sign up, become a distributor? You're already a distributor. You just don't get paid for it. And so that was the start of me understanding this business, network marketing, and it was just phenomenal. So I have been with the company since 1993. Thankfully, I'm never more excited about what's happening in the world out there with the company. And I'm going to talk you through a little bit about the business and what's happened to me in my life. I've traveled the world, thankfully, due to Juice Plus and the business. I now get to pay myself what I think I'm worth, which can be a frightening thought sometimes. When I was working in corporate, I got paid what other people thought I was worth. And I often say that if you do work for somebody, you're generally paid what they think you're worth. Or if you work for yourself, you pay yourself what you can afford. In network marketing, you pay yourself what you're actually worth, as I already said. And that's the issue. That's the problem. You find out what you're worth. So it's all about giving value, but it's a phenomenal opportunity for anybody, regardless of the color, creed, their age, their education, to change their life and other people's lives as well. So what do we do in this business? Well, I guess you've just heard Yvonne. I mean, I could stop now and you've heard how we do the business. Yvonne has already told you how we do the business. She's just told her story. And it's okay, I have the slides. Don't worry, Suzanne. I have them.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
No, you're fine. I've got a PowerPoint on my right. I'm doing a sneaky job, so I can see all the slides in advance. Yvonne did a wonderful job. On what did she do? She got introduced to the product by Laura, found the benefits, And she just started to talk to people. She's not a salesperson. She didn't sell it. She didn't shove it down people's throats. She didn't have brochures, or she just told her story. You know what I mean? She spoke from here. The most powerful method known to man, word of mouth. And so that's what Yvonne did. And thankfully, it's wonderful to hear you, Yvonne, and to hear how everything is moving, and you're helping people with their health as well as yourself, and you're making money at the same time. So congratulations and well done. So that's what we do. We take Juice Plus. I guess we all love it. And, we just tell our story. And that's what we do. So we speak to people, as many as possible. And I always say that we gift it. You know what I mean? If you've something that is making a difference, why would you keep it to yourself? We read a good book, we will tell somebody. We go to the theatre, we see a wonderful show. We go to the West End, we see a ballet, we see a good something on television. We talk about it all the time. So when there's something impacting on somebody's health, why would you not gift that information to somebody? So that's what we do. The opportunity is huge. I think it's fair to say, Suzanne, that for a large proportion of people, the Juice Plus business is part-time. It's like, if you like, it's a secondary income. It's a second income stream. And a lot of people see it like it's good for me. I feel better, my hair, my nails, my skin, my teeth. I'm sleeping better. They're just talking to people. People say, yes, where can I get this? And so they start a little business, and I'll go through that now in a minute. And it can be a part-time business of, 100, 200 euros a month. And I mean, that's a huge amount to many, many people. I mean, it's wonderful. So it can be just 200 or 300. It can be, 15, 20,000 a month. And I'm not just pulling figures out of the air. They're actual figures that many, many, many ordinary people are earning in our business. That's if you want it. I mean, it's whatever you want from our Juice Plus is just a vehicle, if you like, to achieve things you want in your life. So the opportunity is huge. And unlike when I was in corporate, if I wanted to set up my own company in those days, I would have had to put down about 250,000, by the way, to set up a similar company. And that would have been a very basic company, about 250,000. And, I'd have staff, premises, I would have stock, I would have banks, I would have insurance. It's a headache. It's a nightmare. It would have taken me maybe 5-10 years to start making some money back again. And that's the reality of life out there. But with the network marketing and Juice Plus, there were no risks. I mean, this is the crazy thing about it. It was risk-free. It was fun. I mean, come on, guys. We before we even came on this call, 10 minutes before, there was dogs barking and cows mooing and, all sorts of things going on. There was a dog eating cat food, I believe. But it's a bit of fun. There's enough doom and gloom in the world out there. This is fantastic. This is people who are, buzzy. These are people who want to go out and make a difference. They're people who care. It's a Juice Plus family, and it's wonderful. There's nothing, nobody has any hidden agenda. We're out to be of value to others in our team, in our community. And it's very hard to find that nowadays. So we have fun. We have lots of fun. And we're all like-minded. We're all crazy dudes, yeah? I often think for a lot of people who start out in this business, it's a plan B. What if? Do you know what I mean? What if? And we have seen this. In fact, a very good friend of mine who had a job for life in the government and never thought his job would be in jeopardy. And 2 years ago, gone. Yeah, he got a bit of a payoff, gone. He's 50 years of age, 52 years of age. I think, where is he going to? He told me himself he hasn't worked since. So where is the plan B? He hadn't got one. So Juice Plus can be a fantastic plan B. And of course, it's a pension. It's your pension plan. I don't have a pension plan. Juice Plus is my pension plan. And I can tell you now, God forbid, if something happened to me, if I got lost in the desert or I was eaten by an alligator or, something happened to me, my Juice Plus franchise will go to my next of kin, my children. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that wonderful to know? My wife doesn't have a premises. She doesn't have staff. She doesn't have stock. You know what I mean? She's this wonderful franchise which is all over the world. And so that I have that security. So for me, it's my pension plan. It always was. And it's about a lot of people doing a little, guys. At the end of the day, it's not somebody going out there doing it all. John Paul Getty had a wonderful saying. He said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. So let's just get quickly, I'm conscious of the time here. Let's have a look at the company itself. Now, for me, when I'm looking at a business, I want to make sure the company is solid. I want to see what the track record is like. How long has it been there? And I can tell you that Juice Plus is 44 years old. 44 years old. It's a world leader in nutrition. Absolutely, unquestionably a world leader. We're in 26 countries, soon to be 30 countries worldwide. The company has turned over 13 billion in sales. I'll say that again, 13 billion. And without any advertising. You know, there's no advertising. It's word of mouth. So let's say that Juice Plus came out in Ireland in 1995, which it did. And let's say it was a load of crap. Yeah, we would have got maybe 6 months a year out of it, I guess. Maybe made $1 million or $2 million. All these years later, and the company's turned over 13.1 billion. I guess there's a lot of very happy people out there. It's purely word of mouth. And so it's wonderful. I mean, it's totally independent, the company. They own, you know, their own board of directors. They have their say in what they do. They're not owned by the banks or anything like that. Financially free. And of course, the support is incredible from the company. It's amazing. Think about it. I've just taken out a franchise for €60. And yet, they grow the product, they warehouse the product, they ship the product to my customer's door, whether that be Paris, Dublin, or New York. They collect the money and they pay me my commission. So, I mean, what do we do? Do we do anything? Yes, we do. We tell our story. We're storytellers. But we do it in a slightly, you know, a more structured way, if you like. So it is a unique opportunity, guys, hugely unique. It has, I kind of, for me, I always think it has the advantages of a traditional franchise without the risks, as I say. You know, there's no staff, there's no premises, there's no stock to get. You don't have to buy a load of stock in and hold it in your spare room and go out selling it to people and collect money. There's none of that. There's no stock, no premises, there's no loans from the bank. There's nothing like that. And in a way, sometimes to me, that can be a little bit disadvantageous, I think, in a way, because maybe if we all paid 600,000 for our franchise, maybe then it might be taken a little bit more sincerely. You know what I mean? At times, I think we take too much for granted. I sometimes pinch myself, actually, to believe that I've been actually given this incredible opportunity many, many years ago. And so, okay, as I said, it has all the advantages of a traditional franchise, like a Starbucks. Hello? Come in.
It's
yes, I'll have 2 of them, please. This is what I love about spontaneous Zoom. Anything can happen, yeah? Anyway, so look, guys, let's move along. As I said, this is why I love the franchise, because there is no real risks at all. So you just go out there and you spend your €60, by the way, and that in the UK, by the way, guys, £50. £50. And for that, what do you get? You get your Juice Plus franchise, guys. You get the online office, an incredible office, millions of pounds worth of an office, where you can put up orders, where you can check all your figures, where you can get all the information you need, all the trainings, everything. And you get a website. And you get a mentor. Now that, for me, was incredible. I used to go on courses when I was in corporate business. You know, the managing director, you send us away on courses that cost thousands upon thousands. Here in the Juice Plus industry, in our business, when you take on a new distributor in your, they get mentored. You get this wonderful, and you remember the person who's mentoring you is somebody that has done it. They have got to national marketing director. They have worn the T-shirt. They have been at the coalface. And they desperately want you to get exactly what they've got, and more, by the way. We're looking for people more successful than ourselves. Can you imagine if that happened in traditional business? You'd be looking for a job. Oh, not in network marketing. Okay, so let's have a look. How do we generate income in our business? And I guess for us, basically what we do, we just talk to people, as I said. The company do all the rest, and that's what I love. They just go out there, they grow it, they ship it, they collect the money, they do all that. And then the company pays us. So it's a kind of, for me, it's a little bit of a no-brainer, I've got to be honest. What I love is, if I could show you a little bit of a model, if I may, and some people will see this shape, this pyramid shape. And this is what I call the traditional business pyramid. Yep. And notice what I say, traditional business pyramid, because that's what it is. I mean, I don't care where you work, whether it's the Girl Scouts, whether it's the Roman Catholic Church, whether it's Apple computers, everything has a pyramid shape. Yeah. So we're looking at one on the screen there. Let's say we're talking about Tesco, for example. So you'll have, okay, I guess you'll have the CEO, you'll have a board of directors, you'll have higher management, you'll have middle management, you'll have a sales force, you'll have, I don't know, administration. And then you'll have Michael on the checkout, on the tills. And here's the way it works. The CEO gets paid a bunch of money. He gets paid the most amount of money, while Michael on the tills gets paid the least. Okay, everybody gets a bit of the pie, fair enough. That's the way life is. But my problem with that system is, what are the chances that Michael, at the very bottom there where Joe Bloggs is, what are the chances of him getting the CEO position? Come on, guys. Be realistic here. Has it happened in the history of the world? Yes, maybe once. Generally speaking, that will not happen. If that person at the tills buys into the American dream, works their ass off for 20 years, they may get to middle management if they are lucky. And even then, somebody may be brought in from afar and their job is gone like that. That is traditional business pyramids, yeah? And yes, they work, and I guess, but the only thing is you don't get that opportunity to get to the top position yourself and get the rewards you justly deserve. Now, let's have a look at network marketing. We take that pyramid shape and we turn it the other way around. We turn it on its head. And the beauty of that is that everybody in network marketing comes in at the same position, okay? So it doesn't matter. We all come in at the bottom. Suzanne, you might just throw that one up there when you're ready. Lovely. So you come in as a dealer. I hate that word, but that dealer has a different meaning in Ireland. I'm sure it has in England as well. Let me put it this way. A fruit and vegetable dealer, okay? And so I don't care if you are the CEO of Tesco. You come in as a dealer. I don't care if you are the president of University College Cork. You come in as a dealer. I don't care who you know or who you don't know. I don't care the color of your skin, how much money you have, how much education, no education, what religion you are, what color you are. It doesn't matter. Everybody starts at the bottom. But here's the deal. Anybody, and I mean anybody, can be not go on their own, but be brought to the top if that's what they want. It is insane. It is the best opportunity. And if I had my way, guys, I'm sorry now, I get really animated about this, but if I had my way, every single school in this country would be teaching network marketing. It is the most amazing, unbelievable opportunity to develop as a human being and to help other human beings along the way. It's not for everybody. I totally understand that, but it is for some. Okay, let's move along. So now we've got that sort of concept, I hope, put to bed a little bit. So what do we do? So is it about teaching people? Yeah, okay. But the real secret is duplication. It's teaching to teach. Okay? Anybody can teach, but it's teaching to teach. So I teach Suzanne, but I empower Suzanne with the knowledge that she can go and duplicate what I've just taught her to teach her. Let's say James Knight comes into her team. Oh no, forget James, bad example. There's no teaching him. But you know what I mean? So it's the ability to teach. And if you develop that correctly, you will develop a wonderful, wonderful, strong business and help so many people on that journey. Because it's not sort of the end result, it's what you become along the way. I have seen people in our industry, I promise you, I have seen people who are, you know, would if you say boo, they'd run away. They certainly wouldn't stand up and speak to 2 or 3 people. They would shudder at the thought of having to look somebody in the eye almost. I have seen these people stand in front of 10,000, 4, 5, 6,000 people, which I have in America, and the same in Germany. I mean, it's incredible, the self-development. You would agree, Suzanne, it's absolutely outstanding.
Definitely.
So what we do is we teach to teach to teach. The power of numbers for me was, as a business person, this blew my mind. Because, see, I said, yeah, okay, so how does it work? How do we get these numbers? How do you get your product out there? How has the company NSA in its history turned over 13 billion? And we haven't even advertised. Come on, how is that possible? Well, let me show you. let's say you go out there, you take Juice Plus, you absolutely get some benefits from it, you really believe in it, you really think you should gift it to other people, but you also want to not only do that, but you also want to build a little team around you. You want to help other people, not just with their help, but financially. And here's the deal, you can pick your team. When you work for somebody, I hear people come back from work and say, if I have to put up with that person once again, I'll go crazy. Here you get to pick your team. People you love to be around. So you get to pick 2 of your friends. And they say, yeah, come on, let's do this together. You build a little team. So you have 2 of your friends and you sit down, and what do you do with them? Do you leave them there? And that's the end of it. No, you don't. You do with them what you did yourself. You help them to get their 2 team members each. You with me? And what do their 2 team members each do? You help them to get their 2. You just don't bring somebody in and that's it. Do you really think that Dave O'Brien and everybody in my team that I bring in, if I bring Suzanne in, if you join my team in the morning, do you work for me?
No.
You never will. It's your franchise. You can sit in your ass and do nothing with it, or you can go out there with a passion and you can change many lives and make a lot of money.
And so you would work for me.
Who would work for me, for God's sake?
You would work for me.
Well, there you go. But isn't it wonderful to know that I can introduce anybody into my business and they can pass me out anytime they want? I have no control over that. In fact, I am only praying that will happen. So this is look at the numbers in front of you guys. So you bring in 2 people, your friends, you help them to develop their 2 each. Now you've 4 distributors, 2 each is 8 and so on. So out of 5 generations, you have 62 distributors. What would happen, guys, if instead of introducing 2 of our friends to this business day 1, we introduce 3? Have a look at the progression, please. 3 introducing 3, and we remember what I said, we teach to teach. 3 introducing 3 is 9, introducing 3 each for themselves is 27, 81, 24, 363, by just introducing 1 person initially at the start and teaching that down. We've an extra 300 distributors. Now, if that isn't the power of numbers, I don't know what is. I looked at that and I went, oh, boom. I get it. Numbers don't lie. The figures don't lie. And these are real people, guys, not numbers, real people, real customers taking the product, real distributors. There's no wishy-washy out there. This is all product generated and distributor generated. So there you go. And then if you want to really go crazy, introduce 5 people and try duplicating that down. And look at the way it goes. But by the way, you're looking at a screen that has 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and 3, 9, and 5, 25, 120. Will it work out like that? No, it won't. That's the perfect storm. But what I'm saying is, what if only half it happened? Well, what if a third of it happened? What if it doubled? So, I mean, the possibilities are endless. The system it works. The system works, end of story. So there you go, guys. That's the power of duplication in numbers. And let me give you a small little example. We're working in sterling here, 825 and then 3250. So we call this, the 3250 is what we call qualifying business. Now, if you take yourself, as I said in the last example, and you bring in 2 of your friends, and you help both of your friends to get their 2 friends each, you have a brilliant little team together of 7 distributors. And each one of the screen is gone. You're back again. Okay.
Yeah.
Numbers of you.
Somebody needs to mute themselves.
Okay. So 5 to 7 customers each, guys. As you can see, that team there, you're looking at 825 in sterling or €1,000. What happens? Remember when I said when you add 1 to the mix? So you add another front line, instead of 2 of your friends, you add 3 friends, and you help those to add 3 each. Not 2 like the one slightly to your left, but you add 3. All of a sudden, look what happens. The power of 1. You've added an extra friend, and your 3 friends, you've helped those each to get their 3 distributors each. Now you're looking at 3250, or, by the way, 4,000 sterling. And that is incredible. And that's so easy to do. I mean, come on, guys. All of you listening tonight, do you really want to tell me that you don't know 3 people who want to look better, feel better, have an additional income, maybe a couple of £100 to put away for a holiday or pay for college or just blow it on, maybe a good holiday, as I said? Of course we do. So is this difficult to do? And I'm being honest here. No, it's not. It's absolutely simple to do. And all the time we're doing is we're helping, we're developing. Your mentor will work with you. You're not on your own. We do not knock on doors. We do not hand out leaflets. We do not stand up on podium. Your mentor sits down with you and we work the system. We use the system and your skill. So this is a very, very simple, just that we just threw this one up. So that's you with two of your friends. And if you add one, you can see the power of that. Okay. Next, how do we get paid? And we have three ways we get paid. We have a retail sales profit, like when you go into a shop and you buy something, the profit that's made on that is a retail profit. From 10% to 20%, by the way, 10 to 20, depending on your position, retail. We have team bonuses paid up to 5 levels. Won't go into that tonight, but what I mean by that is it's not just the person you bring in, it's their team and their team as well. And it's you getting a little bit of everything that happens. That's the beauty of it. The person themselves gets the most, gets not over 90% of what happens, but you get a small percentage of that. I have a team in Holland, by the way. I get 6% of what's happening there. I have another team in London. I get 6% there. And I'm getting all these little percentages from all these lovely businesses that are around. And that is a pension plan. And then you have the bonus plan. Now, I don't know what the company we're thinking of. We have this incredible marketing plan. If you want to, 3 to 5 years, you can retire. I kid you not. I genuinely, hand on heart, I mean that, if that's what you want. And then they throw in this bonus plan 3 years ago. I said, what the hell are they doing? This is a plan where we call fast track. And I get it now. I really get it. Because there are people out there who really want to, they want to go on the fast. You can get a slow train or a faster. They really want to move. They really want to make things happen in their lives. They want to impact more people. They want to, be of greater benefit out there. And they want to move quickly. So the company said, okay, for you guys that really want to get out there and boom, hit the ground running, we're going to put in a bonus plan. And they did. And there's a total amount of bonuses to be earned in a 2-year period of 78,000 sterling. That's almost 100,000 euros, guys. That's extra. I mean, why? For doing what we do anyway. I mean, I don't know. I mean, in traditional business, do you actually think I would get this? I was general manager of 2 big companies. Would I get this? I got bonuses, but nothing like this. So there you go. So that's the 3 ways we get paid. And this is, I think this is key. You could have the best marketing plan in the world, but if you don't have the right product, and the dog agrees with me, that's Coco.
They are not mine. They're not mine.
Sorry. If you don't have the right product, forget it. Isn't it true? You must have the right product. And think about this. We don't advertise Juice Plus, but it's being advertised for us every single day of our lives. When I come off this Zoom call, I challenge all of you. Here's a challenge. Go to your, it's be too late for the 9 o'clock news, but have a look at Sky News. Open a newspaper. Turn on your radio. I challenge, pick up a magazine. I'll challenge each and every one of you. If you cannot find something about fruits and vegetables being good for you, I'll be amazed. Everywhere. I mean, the World Health Organization, every health institution across the globe are screaming at us to eat our fruits and veg. We know that. So is this product needed today? Bloody sure it is. Never has there been such a need for Juice Plus. People say, I wish I'd have seen it when you did, Dave, in 1995. Forget that. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is our time. We haven't even scratched the scratch, guys, with this opportunity. It's nearly I sleep like a baby, but I can tell you, if anything would keep me awake, this would. It's just the excitement of it all. It's helping people look good and feel good and have more confidence and more energy. And all of those things I will absolutely 110% testament to. I'm taking Juice Plus now since 1995. And as you all know, a lot of you know me and you know my story. I'll be 63 on my next birthday. And, thank God life has been very good to me. I'm very healthy. I don't get sick. And as I said, a lady sitting next to me in the plane was coughing and sneezing and made all apologies. A very small prop plane I was coming home in recently. And I said, come over, come closer. You can sneeze all over me all day long. It's not going to make any difference. And I wasn't being arrogant or rude. But see, I've got Juice Plus in my bloodstream for the last, since 1995, 21 years. And I'm not saying it's a magic pill or a miracle cure or anything like that. All I'm saying is when you feed your body that kind of incredible nutrition, the body does what it's always intended to do. That's heal itself. So no money can buy that. I mean, I just go mental with this. It's just incredible. It's a no-brainer, guys. And fruits and vegetables will never, ever go out of fashion. So do we have the right product? Imagine having a product like this, like nothing else in the world, and having a marketing plan like that to go with it. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So we want our asses kicked. I mean, it's out there for everybody, and we should be doing more and more and more. I know I should anyway. So, okay, let's move along. The opportunity, as I said at the start, is a part-time or full-time. You know what happens is mostly people will come in and they'll take it, they'll feel the benefits, they'll have a little team like I showed there on the screen, I love it. And then, you know, they'll see the income come in, and then it comes in more and more, and they think, oh my God, what would happen if I even, you know, gave it an extra hour a week or 2 hours a week? You mean I could get 500 a month? We're not talking a lot of time here. What happened if I treated it with a little bit more respect? What happened if I decided to, you know, have a proper DMO, a daily method of operation? You know what I mean? And all of a sudden they start thinking these things. And my very good friend Eddie O'Shaughnessy was an accountant in a very, very big industry in Ireland. And Eddie will tell you, he always said to me, the day that my income from Juice Plus part-time matches my income as an accountant, one of the biggest multinationals in Ireland at the time, he says, I'll leave and go full-time. I remember that day, when that day happened, I got a phone call from Eddie. So that's what happens. It may initially be just a part-time, you supplement your income, but it can turn out to be a full-time for some people. We take the products, we share our story, not very difficult. We invite other people to do the same. Look, guys, let's say I signed one of you up as a distributor yesterday. What would I tell you to do? I would say, look, if you have any friends, put them on the Zoom call. Let me do the talking for you. It's as simple as that. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to be an expert in anything. Just go with your coach at the start and work it that way. And just invite other people to do the same. So, okay, I guess go back to the person who invited you onto this call is be my recommendations. And, you know, can I just finish? Is that my last slide, is it?
Yeah, that's your last slide.
Could I just make a plea, please, to everyone before I go? I'd like to say, just turn on the light here. I'd just like to say this, that if it's for you, Dave O'Brien doesn't dip his toe in. You know that. I jump in, I grasp it with both feet and I jump in. That's the way I take life. I love it. But if it's not for you, that's fine. It's not for everybody. But if it's not for you, would you do me a favor, please, when you come off this Zoom call, do not assume it's not for anybody else. Will you please, please, please give your friends, family, colleagues the opportunity to say no? I mean, how would I feel if one of my friends came up to me and say, Dave, I was struggling with my mortgage 6 months ago and you never told me there was an opportunity? I was trying to put my kid, you know, through college and you never told me, Dave, there was not. How would you think I would feel? So if it's not for you, that's fine, but don't take it away from your friends. So what I would say is share the information, share the Zoom calls, and your friends will thank you for it. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Sorry, I hope I didn't go on too long. And it's just an honor and a pleasure to be asked to come on and say a few words. Thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you so much, Dave, and thank you, Laura. Your passion lifts everybody. We're excited enough, and then you guys come on the call and take it to another level. So I don't think I've ever seen so many messages of people's enthusiasm for what's been said. So I really, really appreciate you taking the time out, because of course you don't have to or need to, and it's just literally you're wanting to share with people that brings you on the call. So thank you to both of you, to Dave and to Laura, both completely brilliant. And also thank you very much to Yvonne, because again, there were so many, Yvonne, I hope that you saw the chat, because there were so many people appreciating your story and your testimonial and feeling inspired from it. So that is absolutely fantastic as well. Thank you all for being on the call. It's always great to see so many people inspiring healthy living around the world. And we look forward to seeing you again and for you to spread the word and bring others on the call with you. So thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your Tuesday evening and see you all soon. Thank you.
God bless everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.